this year's Autism Acceptance and Awareness Day colloquium and celebration here at the University of Washington at Tacoma in this virtual world that we are in right now. And I just would like to, before even starting, take this moment to offer an acknowledgement, a land acknowledgement that we recognize that at UW Tacoma, we learn, teach, and live on or near the ancestral homelands of the Coast Salish people. We at UW Tacoma are specifically situated on the traditional territory of the Puyallup. We have a responsibility to acknowledge our indigenous connections, as well as histories of dispossession and forced removal that have allowed for the growth and survival of this institution. And so this evening, I'd like to take this opportunity as the coordinator for our event. My name is Dr. Ronnie Nicolas, and I'm a member of the School of Social Work and Criminal Justice faculty in the Social Work Division, and also the Simon Family Endowment Autism MSW Fellowship Coordinator. And together with the Simon Family Endowment, as well as our other collaborators, Dr. Patty Matestik at the UW Autism Center at Tacoma, and Leslie Kincaid with our Office of Advancement, we are holding this third annual colloquium. It's the second year that we've had to do it virtually, and so perhaps next year we will have an opportunity to be together. And so for this evening, we have, as you see on the screen there, quite a number of really interesting presentations, as well as an opportunity to celebrate the great work of our MSW fellows who are graduating this June, class of 2021, with Veronica Bravo and Heather Swanson. But before we move into our presentations, I'd like to take this opportunity, and shortly I will stop sharing my screen so that we can all take a moment to acknowledge a number of people that are going to be moving on in the sense of retirement, but also transition. And so let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen at this moment. This endeavor of having opportunities to have our MSW students in meaningful field placements throughout in our area here in Pierce County and beyond would have not been made possible without the great contribution and work of Dr. Tom Dean. Tom is retiring in June, and he has been the director of field education primarily in the master's program, but has also taken on the opportunities to lead the undergraduate field education program, and at times has been called to serve in an acting capacity. And so back in 2017, when the Simon family made it known that they wanted to allow for this opportunity and gave this great gift and opportunity to the MSW program, Tom was acting as the director of the program then. And again, we just want to wish you all the best, Tom. And at this moment, I'd like to invite you to unmute yourself. And if you would just say a few words and also be acknowledged by this group.
Thanks very much, Ronnie. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I am going to be heading out the door here after 23 years as field director for the social work program at UW Tacoma. I happen to be acting as the program director overall in the year that the Simon family approached the university about setting up some sort of an endowment and kind of looking for a home for it. And I had the great good fortune at the time to realize that Ronnie Nicolas was on our faculty, and who would be better to head up this effort than him. And so I approached the vice chancellor and said, we will take it on. If I can get Ronnie to sign on, we will do this. And so, Ronnie, thank you so much for taking really what was a big leap of faith at the time to step into a program that we thought was going to work, but really didn't know for sure. So that risk taking on your part is deeply appreciated. This is certainly one of, I think, the highlights of my career at UWT, to see this program started and thriving. And I look forward to seeing its result in the future as well. So thank you all so much. I appreciate the efforts of everybody, faculty, students, partners in the community, and certainly, of course, the Simon family. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tom. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the contributions and great support of our acting dean, Dr. Marcy Lazari, emeritus professor, who is going to be transitioning. And I'll let her explain that now. Marcy, would you please unmute yourself and just maybe share with us some great news too?
Make me laugh, Ronnie. I think I've transitioned so many times in and out of UW-Tacoma, but this time I really am transitioning out. I'm following Tom out the door. Anyway, I just want to take this opportunity to sincerely thank the Simon Family Endowment and Herb and Mimi Simon for their ongoing commitment and contributions to this incredibly important work. You're making a positive difference in the lives of many people, and we sincerely thank you. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thank you, Marcy. And Marcy, of course, did all this with a great counterpart from our criminal justice program. And I'd like to ask Dr. Jeff Cohen to unmute himself to say hello to the group, and then also tell us about your transition, not necessarily leaving out the door with Tom and Marcy, but Jeff?
Right. I thought you heard something I didn't know yet.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I will first say that I played no part in the development of this program, but have been so in awe of the work that Ronnie's doing and the students, and really have learned so much just by sort of tagging along and in the last few years. And so thank you to the Simon family, and to Ronnie and to Tom and Marcy for all the support you're offering to our students and developing this program.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And you're absolutely right. If it were not for the students, and so this evening we are actually surrounded by a number of our fellows, current fellows, and also students of various, our criminal justice and our social work programs, but I believe also we have members of the university community that are with us as well. So I want to welcome you all to our colloquium.